Hey up, Chuggernuts, how we doing? And welcome back to another episode of SeddzSayz. We are back today with another music video reaction for you guys, and this one is a band that, honestly, I've only started checking out over the past maybe 6 to 8 weeks. I'm talking about the band Palm Reader. Now, they are a Nottingham-based post-hardcore, atmospheric hardcore band, and they are fucking wicked, man. Really, really underrated in my opinion. And I first stumbled across this band when I was listening to the Riot Act podcast, which is ran by Stephen Hill from Metal Hammer magazine and Renfrey Deadman from The Independent. They sit down each week and kind of discuss everything that's been going on in the alternative music scene and review some of the hottest releases from that week. And they always have me in stitches, those guys. They always recommend killer bands to check out. And it kind of just basically makes my commute to Liverpool every day doable. They keep me sane on my 2.5 hour commute to work every day. So yeah, huge shout out to those guys. Go and check out the Riot Act podcast. It is a lot of fun. They are some top guys recommending some top bands. But yeah, back to Palm Reader. Obviously, the reason I checked these guys out really was basically they were saying on the Riot Act podcast that there was a new Palm Reader album coming out. And basically they were saying that Palm Reader over the years haven't had much luck and have kind of been dicked on at every turn on their musical career, really. Obviously, we all know what happened with the Holy Raw Records situation a couple of weeks back. And we're not going to go into detail about this on the channel because I'm sure you've seen it out there on the web for yourselves. But basically, they were due to release their new album Sleepless via Holy Raw Records. But now it's being released via a record label which is called Church Road Records. So I was like, you know what? Seeing as it's the run-up to the album, I don't know anything about this band. I'll pre-order a copy of the new album and I'll go back and buy one of their previous albums so I can just listen to them. So I took a punt. I didn't even listen to anything on YouTube, anything on Spotify, and I went and I went and ordered their album, which was called Beside the Ones We Love. Stuck it in the hi-fi system. Fucking loved it, man. Absolutely loved it. So I cannot wait for that new album, Sleepless, to drop. It comes out in 7 days. And I've also got a copy of their album Braille arriving. It should arrive today, actually. So if the doorbell goes midway through the video, that is what is arriving today. Yeah. You're going to love these guys. Literally, over the years, they've played with some wicked bands. They've played with the likes of, like, Employed to Serve. They've played with Blood Youth. They've played with The Contortionist, Rolo Tomasi, Will Haven. The list does just go on and on and on and on. And I'm so glad that I kind of just gave these guys a go. Because honestly, if I hadn't have listened to that episode of Riot Act, I probably would have never checked these guys out. But yeah, really, really impressed with what they've released so far, and I cannot wait for the new album to drop next week. They're also actually doing, if you do enjoy this music video today, they're doing a live stream of their album launch from a venue that is literally 5 minutes around the corner from me. They're recording it at a church in Rochdale, which is called St. Edmund's Church, on the 23rd of November. And it's literally, like I said, like 5 minutes around the corner from me. So I'm going to be pre-ordering tickets to watch that online, the release stream, and hopefully it's fucking good. I love a good stream, me. I love a good live stream, so... And that building is absolutely beautiful, so it's going to be a live spectacle that you do not want to miss. Anyway, we're going to be checking out a song called Willow. It is from this new album, Sleepless, so let's just delve straight into it. This is Palm Reader with their latest single, Willow. This band always kind of... they give me chills, man. The lead vocalist has a phenomenal voice. Phenomenal voice. mean, probably one of the reasons I love this band is because they do remind me a bit of Devil Sold His Soul, who are one of my favourite bands. So, yeah. Very, very cool sound. They've also got kind of like a Dillinger Escape Plan kind of Converge feel to them as well. And one thing that I absolutely love about Palm Reader is the guitar and bass tone. It sounds just like beautifully fuzzy through the cans. I do love a good crackle when it comes to hardcore music. I do love a good crackle in the guitar tone. Also elements of bands like Black Peaks and Arcane Roots thrown in there as well. It is kind of just a huge like mixing pot of different influences, but the overall sound that they've come up with is, I love it. It's beautiful, even though it's heavy. It's very emotive and very it hits you here, man. Sounds wanky, but their music always leaves me feeling very sad, honestly. Ooh. I love kind of the progressive twist on this track as well. It's not as simple as just kind of verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. They spice it up a lot in the different sections. Probably keeps you on your toes. Nice. That was Palm Reader with their latest single, Willow. And if you did enjoy that, I thoroughly recommend going back and checking out some of their older stuff as well. They released a song about 2 months ago that was called Hold Release, which is also taken from Sleepless, that is wicked. Even going back even further, check out like Internal Winter, Inertia, Swarm especially. Swarm is probably my favourite track that these guys have dropped. Really cool band, and yeah, I think they deserve so much more. They're a band that, in my opinion, like I said, I've only been a fan 6 to 8 weeks. I've only known these guys for about 2 months, but in that 2 months, I've decided that they should be a lot bigger than what they are. They've never really got the recognition they deserve on the UK music scene and the UK alt scene. So hopefully this new release is going to be the album that kind of gets them noticed and kind of helps them get that step up into the next stages. And I wish these guys all the best. I really do. Like I said, the record label that they were on Holy Roar, and they now are on Church Road Records. I'd never really kind of given those record labels the time of day. I'd never really checked out the bands on that roster. But I've been listening to loads of stuff from those record labels recently. I've been listening to Svalbard, who are phenomenal. I've been listening to Conjurer. I've been listening to, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Pidgin, P-I-J-N, however you pronounce that. And those bands are wicked. So go check those guys out as well. If you did enjoy Palm Reader, I will put all of their social media down below, so you can check them out for yourselves. And if you did enjoy this episode of SeddzSayz, please hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything SeddzSayz related. We'll be back tomorrow with some more music video reactions for you folks, but in the meantime, have a good evening and stay safe.